Okay. Can you all hear me? Whoever's in chats, hopefully. Hope I don't have problems today. Okay. Whoever's looking, hopefully you can hear me. Hey, Turbo. Welcome. Audio's okay. Good day, Blood. I'm glad you made it. I wasn't sure if I was gonna go on or not, but I decided to. Hi, Winnie. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you made it. How's everybody's night, day, evening? I hope everyone had a good day, good night. I mean, your evening, your morning. Mm, I'm gonna wait for people to come in. Last time that I did a stream, I talked about what do you think about suicide? This one's part two, because when Michelle came on the panel, we didn't really talk a lot about suicide, and I won't talk about that much of suicide tonight. But to me, suicide is very important to speak about. I received an email from this lady about what I had talked about suicide. And it's very sad that, like she said, nobody talks about suicide, the rate, and the reasons. And what she told me of her story, it's similar of mine with my brother, but a little different. And she told me, thank you for talking about this topic. And she was also mentioning about peer pressure. Teens are being pressured in high school, and her son was in high school, and unfortunately he took his life for being bullied, and which is normal. I mean, not normal, but it's bullying is a big subject too to talk about. Hi, Roots, welcome. Blessings back to you and your family. Um, So bullying is one part of the rate of to be in that motion or in that mental, in that time of thinking of suicide because of the bullying. Now I know there's many bullyings in school, many bullyings in out away from school, in your own home, your friends, um, your family, your neighbors, and it's so sad to be bullied, to get the extreme to suicide yourself, being on drugs, being stressed, depressed, and so on. Hi, Flat Earth Forum, welcome. Uh, uh, well, guess what happened to me? I took a nap because I took a 4-hour test. Well, I smashed it to 3 hours instead of 4, and it's to update on the new laws of the United States for income tax, federal and state. So I have to do that every year before I start, and it's a hassle because it's a lot to think of the new laws. So I did that today, and I had to sleep because my mind was drained, and plus what happened to me early morning on a live stream. But anyways, so I woke up from the nap, and I thought it was the next day, and I'm like, why is it so dark and not light? And I look at the time; it was like 7 something. And I'm like, man, is it raining? It's dark because it's a storm coming. Then I looked really good at the time. I said, shoot, it's still night here. So I got up, just took a shower, of course, and, looked around for streams, which I've been at. And I just decided to be going live because, one, it's boring, but also because I need to talk about these topics. So not many are here, but it doesn't matter to me if, the ups and downs or how many is here. Anyways, beyond this is very important to talk about. But suicide, it really troubles me because what I've been through and what this lady's been through, and then I got a comment on the other one as well from a lady, and of course of her son. It's not for me to open wounds. It's something that we need to talk about because they are teenagers out there and adults that are probably listening or will see this afterwards. Like I said last time, nobody doesn't talk about suicide. And there are so many signs in front of you, parents, about your child. They don't eat, they don't sleep, they're staying by themselves when they're in school, they don't want to talk to anybody. I mean, there's like a withdrawal from family, from friends, especially if you're closer to your friends. If you see a lot of these signs, you should know something's wrong with your child. And unfortunately, a lot of parents don't see it. I see it, but even though I don't have children, but I see it in other friends, their children. And the reason I'm also speaking about this topic is because one of my friends, about a couple of weeks ago, she lost her son, and he left a really good girl. She went back to California, and he ended up meeting this other girl. Of course, she was in drugs. He got hooked in drugs. But the thing that she didn't know, that he was speaking to one of his best friends, that what he was going through with her. And apparently he just wanted to end his life because what he was going through was she was putting pressure on him. Like if he was leaving her, she was going to shoot him, unfortunately. But anyways, so he was scared of her. So when he talked to his best friend had another friend, and his dad was a detective. But anyways, they were at somewhere, and unfortunately, he didn't want to do what she wanted him to do, suicide. But instead, she told him, if you don't do it, I will do it. So she shot him in his head, and it was a big old thing. They found out. They did a search warrant. The investigator first, because of this best friend, told the information what he told him. And so they went and searched. They found all his jewelry full of blood. They found the gun. But her child said that her mom didn't do anything, that he killed himself, which it was all BS. But anyways, so she's in prison at this moment, and which I'm glad justice is going to be done. It was quick. This investigator did a really good job. And but the thing that the bottom of this is that he was pressure from his girlfriend to shoot himself, to do a suicide, which is so sad. Hi TJ, welcome. I'm glad you made it. And you know, when you have pressure so much on you, you do decide you want to die. You do decide you want to suicide, taking overdose, or any kind of drugs, just jumping off a cliff, jumping off a building, you name it, shoot yourself, whatever the case may be. But they think that, and like I said, there's so many signs there. Well, yeah, I know TJ, and he was very young. He was 21. He was a good kid. I mean, yeah, so many people from his high school that supported his family, and there was so many gathered that night with candles and of course flowers, and of course at his service they all showed up, and I'm talking a lot of his friends, I mean kids that he knew in high school. But I am so grateful that they found out who did it, and she's behind bars. But for him to think, or she made him to shoot himself, but he didn't. He didn't have the guts, but she did. And it's like I said, it's so sad that you have to go through pressure from friends, from someone you're going out, from a husband or wife, you name it. Or else they end up shooting their parents, which is also sad because they're going through all this. Like I said, there's signs out there. There's so many signs, especially if you're lonely, you're on the side of in school, grade school, whatever. You're hanging by yourself. You don't want to talk to the teachers. You don't want to talk to nobody, not even your own family. And those are signs. Those are signs when you start losing weight. You don't want to eat. You don't want to sleep. You're just like a zombie. Um, but there are signs, and parents, look out for those signs, because you don't even know what your children are going through, or even family members and friends. Just wake up on those signs. I know I do. And like I said, my brother went through it. I mean, I had to go through it, my flesh. And he was older than me, but he was my baby brother. And we we all have to talk about suicide. But these two ladies that sent me an email and sent me a message, my heart goes out to them. It wasn't meant for me to bring out wounds, but it was meant also for them to talk about it, because maybe they couldn't talk to anybody how they felt, and this way they did send me a message and an email, and it was a long email, which I'm not going to go into details. That's private. But I don't know how many of you know people that have done suicide. I don't know. But this world is so condemned and so deceived, and that we're being mind controlled. And this is why things are happening in our country and around the world. Now, I had named 3 countries, but I named Russia for sure, and the other two is in the also by Russia. And they're the high rate that takes they have a lot of suicide. I thought United States, but unfortunately, thank God it's not. But every day there are so many people doing suicide. It's just so sad. And on these signs, you have to be careful with your own children too. If you have an older son or daughter, you have to be careful for their brothers and sisters, because you never know. There's always been some, a brother shot a sister or a parent, or parents and their children, which is what's happening now. But suicide is very important to me. Yeah, exactly, Whitney, over girlfriends or boyfriends. I was in that situation too when I was a teenager going to college as well. I mean, I'm gonna give you a short. I mean, I don't like to bring my own personal life, but just to know where I stand at that moment. I was with this young guy. Now he's a man and a boy, and we're together for 7 years. But the reason what happened separation is because I was already ready to get married. I was already to have a family. But what he did was wrong, and it hurt me deeply, very deeply, where I went to depress. And of course, thoughts started to come into my mind. What's the use living? Things like that. So that's why I know there's signs. But failing school got me out of that depressed, because I just focused about school, didn't think about no one else. But what he did was wrong. And I see a lot of the relationship has a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or husband or wife, where you think about it, honestly, you think about it to get it over with, all the pain you're going through, all the suffering, sadness, and so on. And I've been in their shoes, but thank God that uh, school brought me out of it. And since then, I'm not with anyone. And I don't think I would for a while. The wounds are there still, in some way. But yeah, I agree with me. Boyfriend and girlfriends is also really a part of it. Um, my father used to say, when you do suicide, it's how do you say it in English? oh my God, I can say it in Spanish, but in English, you're not a man enough to take your problems and work it out instead of doing a suicide. He said that's the easy way out. In other words, in Spanish, that's what he was saying. And he was right. He's right. He's right. Suicide is nothing you should think of because look who you're going to leave behind. If you have children, or a wife, or a husband, or family, and parents. Uh, for a parent to bury your own child because of this, it's sad because it's supposed to be reversed. When your parents died naturally, your children are supposed to bury them first. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. But I don't know how many of you guys agree or disagree about suicide, but it is a high rate and it is a high, very touchy subject, topic. And this is what my channel is about. It's all about topics, only topics or research, nothing else, not beyond. Um, because that's who I am. So, anybody have questions about suicide, or do you want to say anything that like you just mentioned, Whitney, about your brother lost two friends over girlfriends? But I don't know who else is listening. I don't know anything. Of course, I always get a thumbs down. I've been noticing that every time I stream, which it's okay. I still love that person and blessings. Thanks, Roots. This is another thing why I do 10K. 10K means you're racing or you're running for some charity. And I do a lot of racing, walking or racing, running. I mean, not racing, running. And that's why I do hiking to prepare myself for these, which is in October coming up, breast cancer, you name it. And it's because I support all these events is because my friends have passed on with breast cancer or whatever, aunts and uncles, you name it. People that I don't even know that end up passing on because of cancer, disease, or sickness. So a lot of us should do our part as a community, okay? That is called unity for sure. But always look out for those signs. Honestly, give this advice to your friends and family to look at these signs the way they, like I said, the way they don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't talk, they're always lonely. And those are signs. They're sleeping a lot. Those are signs. And we need to wake up on those signs in front of us. One was high school age, the other was in the 20s. Whitney. Hey, Derek, long time no see. Yes, it is. Suicide is tragic. I don't endorse the Catholic route that says it's condemnable, though I'm not going to advise it either. It's worth it to see another day. True, Derek. I agree. But again, it's our society that's making us feel this way too. It's in our GMOs, it's in our fluoride, it's in our sky. That we think about that. Even pharma has a lot to do with it. Medications you're taking. It also says, report if you feel like you're going to suicide yourself, and then they give you another medication on top of that as well. And it's so sad. Honestly, it's sad. And just reach out to your loved ones. Always reach out. Yeah, murder is a sin, and suicide is taking one life. Same. But Roots, this is how I feel. When you're gonna do a suicide, just like I said about my brother, we don't know at that moment what he was saying to our Heavenly Father, our Creator, at that moment. We don't know if my brother say, "Forgive me, my Heavenly Father, but I can't take it no more." We don't know at that last moment that you're gonna do it. None of us don't know. That's between them two, you know. The only thing I asked is to give me peace. I'm glad my Creator gave me that peace. So I know it's wrong in the Bible state, but at the same time, we have to realize that we don't know the communication of the Creator, and we can't judge that. Okay, we can't not judge that person that did a suicide for the reasons, whatever reasons they had. We can't because we really don't know what He spoke to our Creator. Honestly, we don't know. Hey, Zoo, welcome. Uh, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everybody at Turmoil and Vlad, thank you for coming. I know where you guys at. Back chat. But anyways, I hope you guys, hey Super Dave, Rab, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, or evening. But to me it's very important. I don't know about you guys. Anybody in chat? I don't know. But it was mentioned, and the other day when I spoke about it, automatically came in my mind. I wasn't even thinking, my thoughts wasn't even on suicide. It just came for some reason. It popped in my head. So that's why I did it. Good morning, Sparky Lee. Welcome. But there's so much out there that we need to know and be aware of on these signs, honestly. Research it, find it. Look how many people die every day of suicide, which is a lot. And the three countries that are the highest of suicide, which, like I said, Russia is one, and there's two more countries over by Russia. So, anyways, it has been up lately, suicide. So, true, the Father gave me children to think about another than myself. I have lived for my kids since. Yeah, Whitney, we have to. I can't say for myself, but those that are parents, we have to think about our children for, because you brought them into this world and you have to live for your children. And that's the most important, is to give them love, caring, and never let them go on the wrong path. Now, my second topic is about many don't respect others. And why I brought this topic. Wow. My father taught me how to respect elderly, someone older than you, and also, even though they're younger than you, always give respect so you get respected back. Unfortunately, what happened to me this morning, I went to a stream. I don't know the rules in a lot of the streams, and I said I was going on live, and of course, I shouldn't have said that. And I said I was sorry, I apologized. Of course, another person came out and said something, and to me, that's disrespect because I never said anything on the outside for me not to get respected. I defend myself because that's one thing that my father taught me, which I'm grateful and blessed that he taught me many things to defend myself in many ways. Hi, Scott, or, oh, Zoo, I mean. So, to get respect back, respect others first so they can respect you. And it hit me hard from this person because I thought this person so-called quit. But now I'm seeing where I stand. I don't know. It's a But respect does come from within, in other words, what they taught you. But again, if they don't respect you, why should you respect back? But sometimes I do respect no matter what the situation is, I still respect back. But this morning it wasn't like that. So I know. I know, the reason why there's no respect in this world is because when the United States, quote, I don't know about the other countries, when they took the rights of your parents to hit your child, okay, I'm accused of crap that doesn't even fit me here on YouTube. I know, Super Dave. I agree. Not even me, everybody. I respect everybody. As long as you respect me, I respect you. But if you disrespect me, I will disrespect back. I try not to disrespect because of my father. Rest in peace. And my mom, rest in peace. But it's sad that our government gave the rights to our child, to children, to disrespect parents. Why? Because if you hit them, they can report you to a teacher, and the teacher reports you to the police officer. Of course, what's going to happen? They take your parents away, and your child is without a parent. This is what our government did. So there isn't no respect anymore in this room, in this world that is so condemned. Um, but again, as parents, you need to teach your children to respect, because that is the most important, to respect others of any kind of situation. I remember my parents used to push us on the side when they used to talk like as adult. My mom and dad used to say, okay, you guys over there, you don't have to listen to the conversation these adults are talking about, which is the way it should be. Hey, stay out of this, go over there. And we have to respect that, right? As a child, as a daughter or son. And my parents respected our thoughts as well. But again, whose fault is it that our children in this world, in our country, doesn't respect you? And that I blame is our government, for sure, 100% and more. Chin up, Dave. Respect is mutual concept. Australia is the same. Yeah, Winnie, it is the same in all countries, I think. But again, it depends on the person. I really believe that that person or any person doesn't respect you, then to me, in my eyes, it's a red flag. Um, it's so sad that you don't get it. Let me see. True that cat. Yeah, but it is true. I'm being honest. I will not. I know, Sparky. I wish I didn't fall in that with my government, but unfortunately, it's a law, which is BS, because you're giving the control to these children of this generation, and those are coming to disrespect parents. And parents, you still have to, the only way to punish them is taking their phones away, their tablets, their TV, time them out. They can't go nowhere. That's the only way, because that will hurt them more instead of hitting them. Way back, it was, hitting them in the, behind. And now you have to do it another way of controlling your children. And that's the only way, is by taking things that they like, period. What do you do with fatal damaged kids? Oh, Whitney, that's a really good question. you know what? I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, if the children are have disabilities, then that's a whole different topic because it's out of their control compared to someone that knows, that are good in their minds. But disability is totally different. Um, Society's fall is proof of your point. They pulled the rug. Exactly, Sparky. They did pull it. They pull it away from the parents. You know, this is what gets to me because I'm a Latina. I'm a Mexican, you can say, and I see this in my own people that are Mexicans. That how they are so control of the children. They're so afraid because what they will do is say, if you hit me, mom, I'll report you to the immigration. So what does the parents do? They end up shh and let it go because they're afraid of their own child. Another if a child will come against this to me, I will do this to you. It does happen. But in my people, Mexicans, they need to start opening their eyes and see the signs as well. You know, well, my child's going the wrong way. My child's disrespecting me. My child is, he wants to suicide. All these, there's signs. But children, a child or children in your family, if they disrespect you as a Mexican, they will, they will do something. Honestly, they will. But there's some that will just let it go because they will deport them to the immigration. That's the only way that they can control their own parents, which is sad. My parents have taken everything away from them. Nothing works. True, Winnie, I know. But some of it does work. Derek says a friend of mine shared with me the other day an interesting punishment. Whenever he did something wrong, they would both eat Carolina Reapers. Ugh. So they would suffer together. Really, Derek? Oh, his son? Wow. Exactly. My parents used to do that. If I disrespect them, which I never did, but he used to put chili in our mouth and we're burning our mouth. Well, my sisters. I always respected my parents. But they used to put chili in our mouth. And man, those are hot chili. And or they put soap in your mouth to wash it off, for disrespecting. So yeah, I agree, Whitney. It's very true, isn't it? Um, but to me, respect means a lot to me, especially if you're married or you're with someone. You need to respect each other, communicate, and trust. And without those three, a marriage is a difficult relationship. This is why I think about so much being with someone, really, because I've seen a lot in my lifetime what people marriage goes through or having children. And I don't know, I don't fear it, but at the same time I don't want to go through it neither. So I'm always thinking, yeah, no, yes, no, yes, no. Having family, yes, no, the same thing. But only God knows if I am. So, hi, Samantha, welcome. I think it's your first time here, right, Samantha? I think I seen you at whose stream today. I don't remember. I don't know if it was Bear Matt's squash. I think I'm not sure. But anyways, so to me, those two topics are very important to me because I love to give respect. But if they disrespect me, I will give it back for sure. I don't want to, but I'm not gonna let them step on me. I've been stepped on too many times on YouTube, and enough is enough for me, at least. So, I don't know what else to say about respect. Super Dave, are you still here? Sorry for the brief visit. Work's called. Gotta go. Love and peace to all. Spark, it's okay. Love and peace and many blessings to you and your family. Thank you for coming. My father had his own mental problems. He said last night that he has to a good example, but he's 81 and he just see it. Good morning, FPB. How are you today? I hope you rested. I was just telling him FPB I took a nap and I woke up. I thought it was the next day, and I'm looking at the time. It was like 7 something, almost close to 8. And I looked outside. I'm like, it's too dark, but it was still the same day. Just remind them bad people usually go to jail. True, FPB. Very true. I agree. But we're just talking about disrespect and respect and suicide. And a lot of times suicide is not even from they did it, it's someone else that did it for to them as well. But it seems like they did it, you know, which there's a lot of that going around. Hello, Blood X, welcome. Good morning. I know it's morning over there, I think. Thank you for coming. So this is why I had to do second part of suicide, because I had Michelle on my panel and we were talking suicide, and then we went into other things, in which she's awesome. I know FPV knows her, but we talked a lot about other things, and I haven't seen her for a long time. So yeah, I brought her on the panel, and those that were here were listening to what she was saying. But again, this topic for suicide is very important, and the same as other topics are very important. But for these two ladies to come to me and tell me thank you about talking about suicide, hardly no one talks about it, which is very true. No one talks about suicide. No one. Even those that are going through it, they don't even talk about it to no one, and they don't have no one to talk to. But there's always a platform where you can talk to. There's places you could go and talk about it. Um, it's just awful. It hurts my heart to see that, or to hear someone did a suicide, or parents killing themselves, like shutting the garage door and turning on the car and suffocating themselves. I've seen that, with friends and people I know, not only friends. So there's many ways people suicide themselves, big time. Taking your own life sounds good, except for the death part. Welcome, Dave Albert. It's been a long time. Uh, Taking your own life sounds good, except for the death part. Oh, so okay. I have a question, Dave. So you think suicide is okay? I mean, even though you're gonna leave a family, if you have children, all that, it's okay. I mean, yeah, and they were watching my son fighting to not go to jail. Wow, Whitney. Um, of course. The Corgan. Hi, welcome to this channel. Thank you for coming. Um, so Dave, yo, cat eyes, it's a blast. Just kidding, it was a joke. Thank you. A lot of kisses, Dave. So, again, in anybody's country, I don't know what's the rate. I wish y'all can research it and let me know. Send me a message. how many people have done suicide in your own state, your own country, every day. And I would love to hear it. I would love to hear all that information for sure. Kimberly, welcome. Hey, girl. Mi amiga. Lots of kisses. I'm glad you came. Since I sent you a message at Discord, Kim. Should I go or not go, right? But I was bored and I slept a lot, so I can't sleep right now. So, anyways, okay. I want your input. FPV, Zoo, Kim, and anybody else is here. Give me your input about suicide and respect. I want to hear it, honestly. In chat, if it's okay, if you don't mind. Kimberly stalks me and tells me what to do. Jokes. See, Kim? See what he's saying about you? Just kidding, he says. What do you want to know? Well, what do you guys think about suicide and this? How many don't respect you? In other words, do you give respect back if someone respects you, or do you disrespect if someone disrespects you? And anywhere, and YouTube or out of YouTube, your family, friends, whatever daily things. That's what I'm trying to find out. Night, Bob. Had a friend do it with pills, survived and died a week later. Kidney failure, I think. He was a stoner. Think some people are too smart for this fake simulation reality. Yeah. The government took your children to remove respect. Social disorder is what they want. Exactly, okay. I was just talking about our government taking the rights of the parents over, for their children to take control, which is so sad. After when they did that, that's when it started to go the wrong way, our children. Yeah, that's what I was mentioning, vaccine, GMOs, our air, our water, all that has to do with thinking of suicide as well, because all the chemicals, everything that's in it, our mind starts to think that way. Even on medication, FPV. Medication is also another, signs of suicide, thinking of suicide, depression. And then they give you another medication on top of that to help you not to think about suicide. And it's all crazy. It's all BS to me. And it's to make money, of course, the doctors and the pharma, you know, that's the only way they're going to make money. I stopped her from self-harming. Oh, that's cool, Kurgan. I'm so happy for you that you stopped her. Oh, when you had a family, it doesn't matter, but you still stopped her, right? So there's more out there. I want people's input when I'm talking about. The media's brainwashing. Most are serious sleeping even when they're not. Exactly, Dave. I agree. Fake media is what brings more problems. The more you see this, um, it brings it in your mind and you're thinking, hey, that's the easy way out, right? They're giving so many signs there too for you to do it. And the media doesn't talk about all these suicides either. So they hush hush about the rate of suicide, and especially in each state. And they don't really talk about it either, which is sad because they're supposed to talk about this as well. Yeah, she stopped. Suicide is the big business. Look at the amount of concern they show. Exactly, Zoo. I would be concerned too. Oh, you're a good man. David. Welcome, David. With keeping people from community suicide is a way for doctors and big pharmacies to make money. Yes, Dave, it is. Because, see, when you're thinking of suicide, okay, they give you a medication for that. And then it doesn't help you. It makes you think more of a suicide. And then they give you another medication on top of that. And it's going to continue because all these medication does make you feel like you want to suicide yourself. And this is why I am against medication as long as I have to take it. But I'm against it because of the same reason, because of your thoughts. Let's see. ASP, old people. Especially old people. Yeah, exactly. Like a husband and wife, they'll say, um, how do they speak to each other? Well, they say some kind of word to each other, and they agreed for them to leave this world together. And there's a song, a Spanish song that as well, that if you have a brother and a sister, but you don't know it at all, and you end up meeting and you end up going out with that person without knowing that it's a brother or sister. And in this song, I I agree, because when you meet and your brother or sister, you fall in love, and you find out later, what do you want to do? You want to suicide because you love that person, even though he's your brother. So this song means that it's the same thing, and they end up drinking a cup of wine that had poisoning, and they both died because they did love each other, but they also found out they were brother and sisters, which is also sad because it is true. Romeo and Juliet, yeah, that's another one too. I love that. Romeo and Juliet. I only came back to remember. Ruth says, I'm gonna go. God bless you all. Yeah, good night, Ruth. I know you've been up in other streams. Thank you for coming, like always. Lots of blessings to you and your family. Take care, friend. Um, Dave says, I never talk about from my dog. I should be done. Loved him more than anything. But Dave, I think pets are different though. I mean, I don't know. If they're suffering, then yeah, you're not gonna want them to suffer. I had a dog and I had to put her to sleep because she was going through a lot. Um, he won't be back soon. He's been for a while. Let's see. Connect. Old people. Okay, elderlies. Hmm. Especially when they're in rest homes, they over medicate them. These nurses, and they end up passing through in their sleeps. I know some. I don't know them personally, but I heard about people like that in the rest homes. They do that to them too, and in other words, they overdose them. Yeah, anybody who's taking medication, keep them way up. Don't let your children reach them, because that's another way of another way that they pass on too. They let 3 of my grandparents go further. They need it by months. Wow, really, Dave? That's sad. Yeah, that's another issue about rest homes. My gosh, if y'all know about rest homes, it's terrible. TJ, what's your thoughts on? Gosh, I don't know. What's your thought on it? I don't know. If you mess, yeah, don't know. Hmm, that's a good question, TJ. Give me some kind of message on that I can understand a little, and I'll give you my input. TJ, please. It's going through Pearlman. Hmm. I don't know. I wish someone was here to answer that, but I don't. I don't know, TJ. You know, this world is just so condemned. They're condemning our children, our generations behind us. Most old people go further than need it. It took horrible near the end. Be my dog go through that than white people. Dave, I don't understand that either. I mean, why do people have to go through all that? And elderlies especially and young children. On this report that I saw between what is it, the age 30 to 45 is the rate of suicide, and then from 80 to 85 as well is the highest. You better stay clear. I know it is. This is the second part. I did the first part way back. If they didn't dedicate them so much, they would die naturally. Exactly, Whitney. We all die naturally. You know, we have a point where we already how you say it? They know. Okay, our Creator knows when we leave this earth. Period. So we should not fear death. We should just, live one day by day of life and thank God for it every day. Pray every morning, pray night that you had one more day. But I hold on to my faith that I don't go through those thoughts because sometimes, like a year ago, as well, I was thinking of it, but instead I drank some tequila to get that pain out. But I don't really drink, honestly. But when I get to that point, I have to take something to calm myself down. But I also take it when I'm sick through on my throat. It's good for you. But I don't drink at all. It's very, very, very. What is it? I just don't drink. In other words. So, but yeah. Okay. Hey, Rab, Koran, TJ, and Jamie. Just look after yourself so you don't have to go to the hospital. That's all I say. Exactly correct. Take care of yourself. Eat right. Eat healthy plants, natural, and yeah, you will be just fine for sure. Well, you do have a family, friends there, but you're still going to face it alone. That's true, Karan. But if you have that strongness in your family, like really united, everything can pass and save that loved one because your family is so united and very tight. That I've seen as well in my life. Exactly. Embrace death. I agree on that. Hospitals are stale, no color. Most nurses and doctors are burned out and numbed. True, but also doctors don't care about us, Dave. They don't care. They don't care if we suicide and say like you didn't complete it, you're in coma or vegetable uh how they call it. They don't care. All they care is about your money and another soul that is gone. Period. Another person off this earth. That's all they care about. Pharma's the same way. They don't care if they're poisoning your system or shutting down your organs. They don't care. It's all about money. Pharma is making big money. So a lot of people needs to start going natural. Loser, welcome. Thank you for coming. We come through the birth canal alone, so we leave alone. Exactly. Exactly. We're here for a journey. We're only here to pass. We're only here for uh, just a moments. Like it could take you 60, 70 years and you pass through. You're just passing through. But you also have a reason why you're on this earth. You have uh what is it? There's something you need to do, in other words, before you leave this earth. I know that for me. I have something to do and I'm still searching as I go on my path. Yeah, she said it right. I don't want to be by myself. If I had children, man, people better be around me. Because they say once you have a child, you go through all these emotional, I don't know, but you go through all these emotional ups and downs and you cry and it's just total different. Some don't want to see their baby being born, like hold them in the arms. They don't want that. They don't want to accept it. But it's because all this emotional or up and down. As I heard that that's what the woman goes through. Just a piece of me. Just kidding. Oh my God. You're in heaven and how you are on earth. Your heaven is when you're happy and hell is when it's bad. Um, I prefer to go to my creator more than anything. But it's up to us if we want that or not. So anybody has questions? FPV, are you still here? Do you have any questions? Yeah, you are. Our healings are in plants and herbs, not selfish, and they're Frankenstein's mixtures. They call meds. I agree, FPV. We talked about this way back, remember? Especially about plants and herbs, leaves that you can make tea. I felt heaven, so what's heaven to me now? Hmm. Heaven to you or to me is about having peace. No more crying, no more hurt, no more sickness, no more disease, no more um, being fear, being controlled. It's all gone. Everything's gone once you leave this earth. I'm Catholic and I don't believe choppers went to our falls. Could be an accident or suicide attempt just now. Really, Whitney? Just now in Australia? The free spirit believes what you want. Right, Karan. That's why I have White Dove and Discord, and then my background is also have a dove because of the freedom where you can fly free. Wow, that's so sad, Whitney. I hope they're okay. My heart goes out to the families. God would not make religions and faith it's separate. I agree, Kurgan. The religion. I'm not against anybody's religion. I don't like to bring it up too much, but since you said that, the religion comes from the Vatican to separate us from our Creator. They lied to us that this is better than this religion, and it goes on and on. And there's always like a fight between religion, which we shouldn't, because our Heavenly Father, our Creator, doesn't want that. He wants us to unite as one for sure and have a earth, but unfortunately it's not happening. Enlightened Cafe, welcome. The globe was invented to hide what our world really is. Exactly, FPV. I mean, on the research of FPV1, Sandra and I, and Jason, it made me open my eyes as a Christian. I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna deny who I am. Um, but I'm beginning to see things because we've been lied so much about our history and the Word of God. Not all of it. I'm not saying all of it, because it's also a tool for survival. Um, it's also teach you how to respect others. It teaches so many things, but there's a lot that FPV one Jason and I, especially FPV one, which I give them more credit than anything, um, made my mind change my ways about the Bible. I'm gonna say it just like that. Let me see. The Vatican was built by the first Black people that worship the god Ra. Where she says, I think a movie anyone feeling melancholy should was it is The Seven Faces of Dr. Law, I think. Yeah, put on your racial suit on and get in the game. Parents will give you your religion. Game on, impossible. I agree, Dave, because my parents were Catholic and I turned the other side of being a Christian. But again, I'm not getting into religion because everyone's different. I respect their religion, quote, quote. And, but all I know is the Vatican is the one that brought up separation of us with our creator, for sure. And like FPV said, our government is hiding our creator, or they're trying to hide it, but the truth is coming out for sure. Native, greetings. Busuhu, Hatashe. Read my comments, read up, please. Hold on. Which one, Coram? Hold on. All lies. The religion is what's wrong. My opinion. Hey, don't turn on my phone. Everything has been misrepresented to how to create and the construction. The last one, hold on. God, I gotta find it. So I believe you are my angels and gods. We all have each other. When I nearly died, God wasn't there, my brothers and sisters. We're the doctors and nurse. Humans know gods or powers above. But we do, okay. I swear, Haj, you're mentioning about angels because I was thinking about that too. We do have angels watching over us. They're the ones that are keeping some way. That's how I feel. Sisters, Wasuhu, are watching over us, our loved ones, but they're the ones are protecting us. Like I'm a native, sisters are watching over me as well, always. So are men. Men are angels. Eh. In the spiritual realm, I'm not gonna say the other way, but in the spiritual realm, all men are angels. We just again, we also have higher angels on with us. Yeah, just lost their ring. Hey, Kill Hut, welcome. Thank you for coming. That's your opinion, yeah. I know, and I respect that opinion. Again, talking about respect, I respect it. Let's see, Derek. A person can be near death and not be broken. For me, nothing works until I was broken. That's when God saved me. Yeah, I remember your testimony, Derek, on, I think it was Pancha Pete, if I'm correct. Angels are technology that creates and control luminaries and play a very big part in natural itself. Sure, I'm an angel, no, 66. Near 66. Trouble Native says, trouble no one about their religion, respect others in the view, and demand that they respect yours. Exactly, Native. That's why my title is also Many Don't Respect Others, which is very true. Not even respect elderlies or even your own age or anyone, basically. Yeah, Derek, you told us on that Pancho Pete's channel, on the panel. I remember. I think that's when you got upset, I think. Hart and James, welcome. Good morning. I think it's good morning for you. I think. Or you're in the UK, right? James, I think. I try to remember everybody who's where. Not joking, Kim. Okay. Let's see. Back. Sorry, Kimberly. Love talking to you. Okay. Thank you for coming, Corinne. If you do come back, I'll be waiting. Eh? Oh, okay. Um, but anyways, these are topics. I love talking about topics. It's just I just wish people wake up about these topics and not to go along with the government. Sooner or later, it's going to happen like that. Many are going to get tired of it already. They're tired of it already, but they're going to get more tired soon. Josie, hey, hey, welcome. It's been a long time too. I got into an argument with a millionaire, but we forgave each other. Yeah, always forgive people, y'all, everyone, because if you don't forgive, you don't forgive yourself either. And you will always think, shoot, I shouldn't forget. How am I going to contact that person? But always forgive at that moment. I do. If I did something wrong, I always say, forgive me, or I'm sorry. And it's up to that person to forgive you. If they do, they don't, that's up to them. At least I said, forgive me. That's me. I will always say, forgive me if I did wrong. Sometimes I say something, maybe the wrong way, but I will always say, forgive me if I'm wrong. And we all should, because that's only how we're going to move on in our own life. And that person needs to hear that you forgive them as well. And they need to say it back to you so you know that they asked for forgiveness. But again, it depends on the person. Let us form one body, one heart, and defend to the last warrior our country, our homes, our liberty, and the graves of our fathers. Yes, Native. Thank you for saying it just like that. Tamar, she started streaming 66 minutes ago. Swooky. Hi. Hi, Emerald. Welcome. Jason, welcome. Hello, everyone. Guys, good morning. How funny, Emerald. As oh my God. Yeah. How funny. I didn't see that until you said something. But yeah, it's spooky, huh? 66. I love native codes. So do I, native. I mean, there's so much that I've been looking into, so much, and there is elderlies that are still living that knows a lot of the past, how they lived because of their father and grandfather, and there's some that are living today of a Hopi tribe that speaks a lot of the prophecy, what happened to them, how they become where they're at now. And so it's very interesting, which I'm seeing. I was seeing it earlier, and I will finish seeing it later, or maybe where is it? Yeah, maybe later because now it's Wednesday. The subject today is about suicide and about many don't respect you at all. Yes, Emerald, FPB and One are doing an awesome job. I agree with you. Yep, I agree. Minnie, are you leaving? Have a good night if you are. Oh, it's already dinner over there? My lord. Oh, that's right, you're in Australia. Okay. Have a good night and enjoy your dinner. I hope it's good, eh? But I'll talk to you soon, Whitney. I hope you come back again. I'm sorry, I'm talking to my puppy. Princess, come here. Come here, baby. Don't run. Okay, go. Go where you have to go. Sorry, guys, I was talking to Princess. Country girl, welcome. Um, okay. Those are coming in. We're talking about suicide, and many don't respect others anymore. You're welcome. Thank you, Whitney. But you're welcome anytime, girl. I would love to. Um, but that is our topic today. I shouldn't. So, anybody else have anything to say? End time revelation prophecy. Yeah, click on that link that FPV put. It's awesome. I think it's the second part. Also look at the first part as well. What does Mitch McDitch means? Native. Thank you, huh? It'd be nice to go back and speak my language. Maybe that will be my next step. I don't know. I have too much right now. So, what else you guys want to talk about? I mean, I really want to know your inputs on these subjects. Stop. No. Native, if I'm correct, in the tribes, it's less suicide, isn't it? No. My children teach me my native tongue. Oh, that's awesome. That's very awesome that they taught you. We should all speak our own language, our native language. Most people are too brainwashed to be respected. Not their fault. If we invaded Iran, people would blank for a few days. Then, oh well. Dave, can you take that? I read it, but can you take it off? Because we're not supposed to be swearing, which YouTube as well, and plus me. I don't swear, so at least I try not to. Almost a great day. It's forbidden for a native to take their own. I thought so, a native. I thought so very. Don't they get the elders if they did anything like that? Or if they tried it or what? Everyone deserves one chance. I didn't see the. Uh, no, he said the B. Oh, okay. I'm a female dog. Yeah, but somebody will take it differently, for sure. I know that's the meaning of it. A female dog. I can't really. Yes, Tarma. Everyone deserves one chance. Like I said, it's up to them to take it or not to take it. Oh, wow, Dave. Emma Ryder, you left the Discord server the other day. I apologize if anyone was rude to you. Aw. Which Discord, Derek? Princess, no. Don't be eating that. They- Okay, so anyways, those were my two topics, my main topics. Um, especially now, respect. You know, like I said, my parents taught me well, very well, how to survive, to respect others, um, how to cook, how to hunt, all that stuff. I thank my mom and dad for that, and my nana. I agree with Dave. Most people are just biomass crawling slowly toward the grave, not caring about anything else. Oh, I don't go there, Derek. I did, but not anymore. FPV, do you have anything else to say what we're talking about? Love your life, perfect your life, beautify all things in your life. Exactly, the native. Now, I think, native, that if you put your 2 feet on the ground barefooted and feel Mother Earth, I think a lot of negative will come out of your body and also heal your body. I think. Not me. No, I'm saying, what is more of your thoughts about the topic? That's what I'm not, that's what I'm asking. Ground you out, yes. Exactly. I has I heard through some of the Yakis, elderlies, that that's what you should do, and a lot of negative vibes will leave your body, because the negative vibes, it it can be very strong on you instead of the positive vibes. Say what again? What I just said or earlier? My wife is, and I love her. Only been married a couple of decades now. We're still young, only have one grandchild. I guess we learn to respect each other by now. Yeah, TJ, I mean, if you respect each other, your marriage will be strong. Honestly, it will be very strong. Again, respect, communication, and trust are the main thing to make a marriage strong, very strong. With that, if you don't have it, it makes you have a lot of problems, I think. And those are the 3 keys that I want in my life. Those 3. And if I have them, then a relationship will be very strong between each other. Nato, say what again? I forgot what I just said. Um, oh, you're talking about putting your feet down on the ground barefooted? Is that the one? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Here. Native, is that what you're trying to tell me, to say that again? About your feet on the ground. Well, if you put your 2 feet on the ground barefooted, you can feel Mother Nature. Okay, you can feel the presence of our Creator has, and what it does, to me, I think that it will It heals your body, your soul, your spirit, and take all the negative vibes out of you and bring in positive vibes, because the negative can, can't control your body and your mind and your thoughts. But if you have positive, you bring in the good things in your life, and you give positive things back to the people. It can be anybody in your life. But if you don't take out that negative, then what are you going to do? Give out the negative vibes to your family and friends or those that are surrounding you? Yeah, I think I do that once in a while. I think like twice out of the month, you could say, because I know that it helps me, and I know the natives, all tribes, do the same thing. If I'm correct, native. Did you guys realize that 3 countries were out? They didn't have grid. Guatemala, Honduras, Salvador. They didn't have no grid whatsoever at the same time, which is weird. We use a sweet lodge here to bring out all the bad in your body, like in a baby in their mom's belly. And once we are cleansed, we leave the sweet lodge and lay on the ground to be reborn to Mother Earth. Amen on that, native. We all need the energy of earth, water, wind, and sun. Yeah, we do need all that of earth, water, and wind, sun. We all do need that. But native, I agree with you very much. Very, very much. Um, I'm learning all this because of my native tribes. I'm gonna say Native Americans, and it makes a lot of sense. But I think my father, when I was, I think 4, I don't remember, he said something like that. Because he used to be barefooted all the time on outside, and I used to, why are you barefooted? Basically thinking. But now I know why. Our soul needs more. Okay, they were saying, native. I hope you can let me know that each tree, any plants that are alive, they also feel the feelings of what you're going through. I'm not sure. Brother, a PB Angel, if you ever meet a native, shake his left hand. You know why? You're shaking their left hand. Really, for all to know. No, Derek, all good, man. I was just checking it out. Thanks for the link. Oh, PB, there's a question for you, if you're around still. Why native? Native, give them the answer why. You're talking about the trees, the plants. Hey, native, as a Native American, you can feel people's soul, right? How they are, their spirit. I know I do a lot of times. And when they're lying and deceiving, the left arm and hand is the closest to their heart. Yeah. So is that why they always shake with the left hand? So when you see these Western movies, they always shake with the right hand. Is that bad? But heart is in the middle. Is the heart slightly to the left side or the right now? Mandela effect. I think it's in the middle. I think the heart is in the middle, but it affects on the left side instead of on the right side. That means the most to a native know they will follow and respect others. Awesome. So when I see a native, shake them on the left side. That's cool. I didn't know about that. I always got to shake it through on the right side. Yeah, I thought so. And also that's where on the left side it affects a lot of things that's going wrong with your heart. Mhm. Oh, so you got his message at PV? That's cool. So, anyways, oh, TJ, you going? It's almost 10 p.m. here now. Let me sign off for them. We turn our Wi-Fi off at night so the kids' streams are clear. TJ, where you live at? My son just showed me that after the war, can and spiritual cat. That's awesome, Native. Only way to find out is to find out, Emerald. Terminal, Emerald. Don't take it seriously. Only way to find out. Que chistoso. You're so funny. That's what I meant. In Spanish is chistoso. Pivi, do you have any questions for me? Good morning, David. Long time no see. Thank you for coming. Since you're here, David, give me your input about suicide and many don't respect you. We know I'm different. I do a brother hug to my friends. Yep. Amen on that, Native. What that means. Okay, PB. I wish you did. I know you and I always talk about a lot of stuff way back. So, David Banner, what do you think about my topic? Do you know anyone? Do you respect others? Were you taught to respect elderlies or what? David, give me your input, please. Since you just came in. Waiting. Okay. You have Netflix. So how's your morning, David and FPV, since you guys are in UK? Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that. That is a very tough subject. Very. It's a touchy one. Trauma, let's think for a minute. Isn't that esophagus right in the middle? Show respect to all people, but grow to none. Yeah, it's true, Native. I mean, I respect others, but when they disrespect me, I will defend myself. I have to. I'm not gonna let no one step on me anymore or disrespecting me for no reason. I think there are two classes of suicide: elites and losers. Many losers and few elites. And then there are slow suicide, alcohol, drugs, addict. I agree. I agree very, very much. And that goes for actors and actresses and sports people and singers. So-called suicide as well. It's so sad. Or they have to fake their suicide to leave the industry. I don't know. I think that's how I think about these so-called artists, actors, and singers, and let me see who else, sports. Even people that are in their own government, they do their own suicide. Which is it fake or is it true? I don't know anymore. He took too many drugs, ended up in a mental hospital on 24-hour watch. When they changed over the nurses, he had 15 minutes to do it, and he did with his shoelace. Aw. I thought they take out anything that will harm him, David. Like shoelaces, like belts, like what else they take out? And they're supposed to. No, they use the regular clothes, don't they? In my life, I have lost many of my friends to the wicked drugs and alcohol. Oh, wow. Well, that's how I lost my dad. He drank a lot. That's why I don't drink. Well, I try not to. Good day, Uzi, Aussie, or I think that's how you pronounce it. Good day. Professional sportsmen use more drugs than me in a party years. Good morning, though. Thank you for coming. Not back in the early 90s. Now they do. Well, I thought they did though, way back, David. Like in the, I think in the, I thought it was in the 70s when they start taking things away from them because of, they hang themselves or whatever they do to themselves to do a suicide. That is so sad, David. I mean, our government, still going back to our government, it's their fault that we have to take medications and then you're thinking about suicide and then it happens and you get another type of medication on top of that and it makes you feel more suicidal. uh, I I'm so agree against that. So now they do. No, he had his normal trainers on his feet. Oh wow. Four of my friends in my life committed suicide. I never went to one of their funerals. They lost me. Oh, sorry to hear that. Very much. With all my heart, I'm sorry. Um, I don't know. To me, this, like I said the other day when I did the first stream about suicide, like I said, I wasn't not thinking about it. For some reason, that came in my thoughts. Maybe it's for someone that's out there hearing about suicide. Maybe they will stop. They won't do the suicide um, to help the parents go through this, in a good way. Like I said, two ladies, one emailed me, and the other one gave me a comment, and it touched me. It really did. And I didn't mean to bring wounds out because it's bringing my wounds as well, but it's just a touchy topic that we need to talk about. Like she said, these two ladies, no one talks about suicide. No one talks about suicide in the schools. No one talks about suicide in their families. So basically, this topic came up in my head. Don't know why. Here's a great quote: for all to make up for all the bad stuff going around in the world. What's the quote, Native? Waiting. Native American has so much to say to you, right, Native? I mean, They have their own culture, their own rules, their own opinions, their ways only, and so sad. Much respect to all. I don't like to discuss the issue. We came here to support you, my mate. That's fine. It's okay. Thanks for coming. I know the issue is very touchy. I know, but I've been through it with my brother, so. But anyways, let's talk about respect then, and not about suicidal. How many of you has been taught to respect others in your own home? Are you teaching your children the same way to respect? Abuse no one and no thing, for abuse turns the wise ones to fools and robs the spirit of its vision. How do you pronounce that? Tikamish? Tikamish? I think that's how you pronounce it. I really don't like the term of it's suicidal to think, to act, to be yada yada yada. So it shouldn't be used as a for language can instill empathy. Yeah, I know. But anyways, I want to go to respect now. My little brother took his own life when he was 18. Straight A student too. Strange. Yeah, blood is it is strange. Respect your elders. I agree, David. We should respect our elders or someone older than you. But unfortunately, you don't get that respect as well. Even though you give the respect, excuse me, you don't get, you give them the respect, but they don't give it back to you, which is sad. Take commission. You know how to pronounce it, Kim? Respect life. Respect animals. Respect humans. David. It's 1.5 hours. How to say the great chief? They named a small water after him. Look on your lawn. Oh, Native, there's so much you should talk on the panel, Native. I gotta get you and Empress on so bad to talk about Native American. I hope soon. I think also Saturday, Kim, I don't know if you like to come on a panel, but we're gonna have at least so far one person that's gonna be here on the panel. No one will respect you if you don't respect yourself. True, true, true. Josie, Joe, okay. I'm gonna say JM. I was raised, we respect others and everything that the great creator has made for us. Yeah, our creator gave us, what is it? He gave us to breathe on this earth. He gave us values, what we should do. It depends if you take it, don't take it. Native, I don't know. Native, if I have that hangout with Empress, will you join us? I mean, you have a lot to say, just like she does. I think Emily will come too. Sherry said yes. I just gotta email her. H. David B. No worries. Hey, bud, sorry to hear that, dude. Mm. What was the last time a sportsman made an offering before hunting? Oh my God, it's been a long time, Native. They haven't done that. A real warrior does not take pleasure in hurting others. A real warrior takes pleasure in defending the weak and elderly, helping others, defending integrity. Freedom and just as respect is giving. Well said, Emerald. Um, where is it showing? I bought a new mic. Okay, so do you think you could come on the panel, Native, with Empress and and Emily, hopefully? They're all Native Americans. Empress is a Mayan, and I think Emily's a Cherokee. I think that's what she said. I might be wrong. It'd be good if you did, Native. How long has it been that we always talk about Native American, Native between each other, or in the chat room, or otherwise quote Emerald Writer? I'm waiting for your answer, Native. Sure, I don't mind. I can not speak for others. That's perfect. You can speak about your own. I can speak about my own. Um, Empress can speak about her own Mayans and other tribes that she find out and DNA, a higher DNA. And then Emily, I think she says Cherokee. I'm not sure, but she's a spiritual person too. Miigwech Native. Offer Mother Earth tobacco each time you take from her. Exactly, Kimberly. I said that last time, I think, on a hangout here when I went hiking. I think I did, Kim. Didn't you hear that when I was talking about that? Nerd's here. Nerd of the North. Is he here? Anybody seen him? I see my favorite nerdy brother. Nerd. Oh, I wish I could see you, nerd. Gosh. Wasn't here? Oh, okay. He wasn't here, Kim? Yes, it is a disgrace what happened to the Native Americans. Yeah, David, I agree. I mean, we've been so lied to that from our own government about Native Americans. But when you hear the tribes, like the Hopi tribes, the elderly speaking about their parents and their grandparents, it makes me think we have been lied to because the way they were talking. I'm telling you, I'm hearing this already. I was watching it earlier. I'm not done watching their elderlies, but how she was speaking, it makes a lot of sense because they know the truth. We don't, right? Mm, hello, return my day. Hey, May, how are you? I'm doing good. How are you? Welcome, Nerd. Is Nerd in here? Anybody? No, FPB, it's not that he's not blocked. I can't even see some. Let me see. Flat Earth. I go to his stream and he can't see me. There's a glitch somewhere that we can't see them. They're not blocked. She'll see you in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes. Hi, nerd of the north. What's up? If I know you can't see me and I can't see, well, I think you can see me, but I can't see you. I think, or it goes both ways. He may have you blocked. No, I asked him the same thing when he came into my stream the other couple of times ago, and he said I wasn't. And I was in there, and somebody was saying what my message was, and he was seeing it, but yet he couldn't see my message. And I asked him, "Hey, did you ban me in your chat?" And he asked me why, and I told him because I've been sending messages through your chat, and you don't respond, and I don't think I see me. And he checked, and he says, "Nope, I'm not banned," which is weird. Sorry, I'm running in around getting my boys up for school. Okay, Native. Enjoy your day. Many blessings to you and your family. Mm, it's okay. Yeah, I thought you knew that, FPB. Some of us can't see some streams for some reason. I don't understand that neither. And then they're taking, like, for me, I had to go back and sub some that were unsub, and I'm like, I thought I subbed them, and I subbed them, and then they unsubbed them again. So I don't know what YouTube is doing. Hopefully everything's fine now. So anyways, that's for only my topics. I don't know what you guys want to talk about. Um, FPB, can you put that link that we did on the second part? Everybody click on that link, look at it, go to that channel, and start watching the research. You will understand a lot of things that we know now about our creator. And it makes a lot of sense to me. Before it wasn't, right, FPB? I was disagreeing in some parts, but now I'm seeing the big picture and I understand it. And there's still some that I'm trying to understand that FPB always explain or want to me. So I appreciate that. But you guys click on that and just look at it. Hey, Joe. Much love, guys. Same back to you, Joe. Thank you for letting me be in your stream, in your chat room. But everybody, click on that link that FPV Angel put. It's very interesting, and there's more to come, and what they're finding out about our creator, how this world is working, how it works, technology, of course. But they have more information. He especially has more on his channel. So just check it out, you guys. Thank you, Joe, for inviting me there. Well, I already knew you were gonna come on live, so that's why I went there. We all have two wolves inside, and dark, evil, and light, good. We become whichever one we feed the most. I agree, Emerald. Like I said, there's negative and positive ways too. You take the positive and keep it, or you take the negative and keep it. It goes both ways. Um, there are basic rules that all cultures used to follow. I know Native, their elderlies from Kickapoo and Yaquis, they're saying that they're losing their culture because everybody moved out to live in other states and they're not in the reservation, which is very bad. Very sad, not bad. It's very sad that they're losing the culture of our tribes. I know that the elderlies in Kickapoo were talking about that they wish that everybody came back as one, as unity, and to restart, to teach their children the culture, to keep it going. And what I was watching on the Hopi tribes, the elderly was talking about how they went in and took their children and put them in this, which she said, no offense, please. This is what her word said, quote, how these white men took their children to teach them in their school their ways. They cut their hairs off. They had to dress um, like a normal person. And this is what she said is that they started then to change their culture and to teach white men ways. Well, need to look up ways natives are moving back home to their reservations. I hope so. I want to go back. I mean, I never seen it, but I would love to go back and see my people for sure. Hello, Cat. Guys, Cat. Hey, Jax, welcome. I'm glad you're here. It goes with Brother FPV Angel's been explained. Exactly. I mean, FPV, I applaud you and one. I mean, you guys take your time, even though one works full time, and of course, you're always doing something on the PC. You guys do a lot of time researching, and Sandra and Jason, and I'm there when I can. Sorry, FPV, but it's true. You know that. But I appreciate. But like I said, everybody check on that link. His channel. It's awesome. One's channel. So, um, Rab, hi. What tribes are you from, Cadiz? I'm Yaqui and Kickapoo. Kickapoo is from Kansas and Oklahoma. Yaqui is from Mexico, which is this land where I live, Arizona. It's Sonora, Mexico. This is their land. But since the United States has it, this is why Arizona is called Sonoran Desert. But I am two tribes, Yaqui and Kickapoo. And then we will go find your smile. I'm smiling. Thank you, Rab. I mean, I think we all have Native American in us. We just have to search it, what we have. And I think around the whole world has it. Again, we have to search. I also have Spaniard in me. That's why I'm white complected, because of my father's side. So, how weird I have Spaniard in me. That's another place I would like to find out. My grandmother said use the way and lifestyle as a tool only to stay alive. Do not dwell, and it will bring your spirit harm. Yeah, you got to protect your spirit from harm. Put that armor of God in you, over you. That's what it really means, to protect you from anything. And sometimes people forget to put it on early in the morning. I'm not plain native, I'm woodland. Ah, I see. Let me see what else. All tribes teach you values, how to plant the good way, how to, what is it? Weaving. I think it's called weaving, right? Native, when they make their own blankets. My mom is South African, Zulu. My dad is Irish, and I was born in the UK. Hello, host. Hey, David. Welcome. Me too, Native. My mother is what is it? Mi'kmaq. Is that how you pronounce it, Emerald? Me, Equamac. Ah, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm gonna say Hatashe Emerald to you. But somebody was talking about cigarettes. I think it was Kim. Sprinkle cigarettes on Mother Earth. Also sprinkle cigarettes over where the natives are at to thank them as well. Okay, native. I'm just Scottish. Scottish has some. Rab, I'm pretty sure they have some native and not Native American, but native in you. We have to realize there's a thing that the Hopis, the elderly said, is that when they were here, again, forgive me, but men, they took a lot of natives and brought them to Europe, and they used them as slaves as well. Like these natives end up staying in Europe, and they began a family there. So yeah, there's natives in other countries because they took them there to as slaves, just as um, Africans. They brought them here, but they took natives over there. And here in Arizona, they had Chinese had slaves, which they had like a FEMA camp, you can say, and it's up south, not far where I live. And they also had Chinese as slaves. So, but our natives, they took them as slaves as well. Check out, check you out, Emma. Emma Ryder, we are masters of the woods and protectors of the woodland, playing kind of like cousins in the woods and Great Lakes. Uh, Rab, I'm Scott and native. Cheers, David. Jax, Rab, I'm English with Scottish, Irish, and Welsh. Check you out, native. Uh, What's that, FPV? Cameroon, um, I don't know what you said. You can retranslate it for me, FPV. I'm waiting. What does that mean? Welch? That big long name is Welch. Welch forever. Oh, because that's what it means. Okay. It's like you always put stuff like that. I'm like, what does that mean? There is your proof native lives in Europe. Exactly. Exactly native. They took them from here. And this is when they're the reason why they took them is because, okay, one, to have them slave, two, to take their land away. And it's an easier way to, but they took a lot of natives in Europe, which is sad because they took them from their own land. I tour the Great Lakes often and live on this shore. Check you out. Also native, they also put their feet in the water. The same thing. I have a friend, she got in an accident twice. The first time she got in an accident really bad, she went to the lake and she put her feet in the lake and she closed her eyes and all she saw herself coming and a medicine healer with her and she was healed. And then when she got the second accident, she went through the same thing and she's doing real good. They had to replace her hip, of course, and she has medals all down her leg because she had a really bad car accident. But that's what she was saying. She goes to the lake and puts her feet in the water just to feel, and to be healed. A native, once nice one. Okay. Check you out. Okay, I said that. Yep, I know that story. My grandma used that to keep us in the line camping. You checked out back, David. Hey, Midnight, good morning. How you been? Okay. Okay, David, there's the link that FPV gave you, David Herbert, and just check it out. It doesn't hurt to check it out, y'all, everybody. And then you'll see more of his videos. Um, I blocked a lot of my stuff due to trolls wanting to call me a fake. Aw, that's sad, Native. I hate that. You're standing up for your own native tribes, your own thoughts, your own feelings, the way your culture. It's sad that they have to give you that negative that you're not a native. Shoot, I'm native and I'm proud to say that. Doesn't matter if they come after me. I'm proud. You know, I'm proud of being a Mexican, American, native, and also half Spaniard. So I'm proud of all that because of my ancestors. That's good, Midnight. I'm into thinking about Noah Privi. I was interested in the roll clouds. There's one that shows in the Lake District that they say it's caused by the air rushing down the hills. Wow, Jax, really? They're reacting to a flow, Jax. This script is spiritual winds are energy. Um, Here's one. Why would I post my native ID and my numbers for others to steal or do wrong to my name? Here's one why. Yeah, you don't want that on there, right? Native? Pronounced Micmac. They call it in Hilmbar. Apparently it's showing more and it's bigger. David says, what do you mean? And then Jack says, really interesting, FPB. Hiya, John. The whole sky will reveal what is up there soon. Yep, FPB, that's what you're looking for. And you will look for more info and do some more research and succeed on it. It should look like spider webs overlapping. How? Yeah. Sorry, I'll shut up about it now. It's okay, Jack. You could talk to FPV about it. It doesn't hurt. I mean, we have plenty of time. I'm fine. You're fine. FPV fine. Everybody's fine. I mean, I can talk as you guys are talking. There's no problem. Right, Jax? I hope you're feeling better now. Isn't it FPV is that you will see all the signs and wonders in the heavens? In other words, in the sky. And that's what we're seeing now. The little film you did, the musical one, is brilliant. You have skills. Jax, you're talking to FPV, right? Oh, okay, the musical one. Sorry, guys, my train's coming by. It's already 3:30, and then they go by again at 6. Can you guys hear it? I hope not. Okay, so you're talking to FPV. You know what, Native? When you come up here on the panel, hopefully sometime next week, and if it's just you and I, Emily, or just you and I, that's okay. I mean, we could speak about the tribes, the natives, and like I said before when we were talking about this, Indians and our forehead, it shouldn't be on our forehead. It should be Native Americans because Indians come from the word in India. So that shouldn't even be a title. We shouldn't even call ourselves Indians, and there's many that calls us Indians when we shouldn't. We should call ourselves Native American and say our tribe's name. That's how I feel. I don't know about you guys. As in the Mexican part of my children are part Native and Mexican. That equals super handsful. Yo, I agree. Um, a previous says, okay, wait. Okay, got to do some work. Thank you for coming, David Banner. Nice to see you again. It's been a long time. Don't be a stranger, dude. Um, it does drive me sometimes, but I'm used to it. I can sleep through it. And sometimes it could be my alarm, especially if it's 6 o'clock or 6:30. It's time for me to get up. I know I use this name to poke fun of Hollywood and founding fathers. This sounds right, Cat Eyes. Well, yeah, Native. I mean, we all are named. We have a label on our forehead. Like for me, I'm a Latina, which I'm a Mexican. Um, I'm an Indian, forehead. And then also they call me, I'm a white girl, which I don't care. But we have a title on our foreheads, which is sad. But Indians come from India. This sounds right, can I check you out? Blood is thicker than water. Check me out. In other words, check his channel out and he'll check yours, blood. Could be this way. Ask for support to his channel. Blood is thicker than water. White girl from the barrio. Yeah. So de la barrio y qué? So chola. Órale. No, I'm just joking. I was here a week ago, Jax. Laters. Oh, okay. Yeah, blood. It's just for you to check his channel, write a comment, and I guess you do the same. It's up to you guys. Okay. Okay, Native. Uh, yeah, Native. You're right. That's what it means. But yeah, I can't wait, Native. I can't wait for you to come on the panel. There's so much to talk about. Hi, Kevin. Welcome. I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good as well. So be prepared, Native. Bring some info from your tribe as well. I will. Let's explain all four of the great tribes and create a mate to protect Mother Earth. Yeah, that'll be awesome. Whatever you want to talk about, we will talk about it on the panel. I can't wait. I'm excited now. Thank you. I'll check you out too, David. Oh, great. Tribes to create a mate to protect Mother Earth. Well, yeah, I agree, Native. Well, see, I think the Hopis tribe, they're as they were speaking, that they're responsible for the Mother Earth to make sure everything goes right, but they see the destruction and the prophecy that is coming because they're not protecting the land as they were supposed to be protecting. And the Mayans is the time, which that's what going back with FPB, he has a lot of info on that. But I've been going more deep with the Hopi tribe. Enjoy my videos. All four has a part to play to defend her. Yeah, I agree, Native. Who's the other two tribes? I mean, do you know? I know Hopi's one, and I know Mayans are. Who's the other two? I don't remember. Native. I know the Hopi tribes are of the Four Corners. They live there. Even living in the city and going to church, my grandmother would keep her culture alive in us grandchild ones who follow her steps and some who did not. Yeah, the ones that didn't are the ones that need to come back to their culture, back to the tribes. And those are why Kickapoo, they want them back so bad because a lot of them went to California, they live in Texas and Arizona, New Mexico. So that was mostly on the west, but they want them all back. And the reservations on the opposite of Eagle Pass, Texas. So they live like Pedras Negras, Cahuila, a little ways up from that city. The other two, like you said, all four has a part of to play to defend her. And I think you say four tribes, four great tribes. Oh, okay. You live in it. I live close to Mission Hill, a native spiritual place. But native, who's the other two tribes though? I know Hopi and Mayans are, but who's the other two? I don't remember. Is that the sun? I don't know. So native, we have a lot of info. The 12 tribes are the gates in the north, south, east, and west. Which are the sons of Jacob? White tribes, protectors of the great fire. Oh, okay. Yellow protectors of wind. Hmm. I didn't know that. Sorry, guys, if you hear things. Black's the protector of the waters. Okay, there's one more. Is it red? I don't know. There was one, I saw a video on one of the natives. He was talking, and he was talking about the pollution, how they're, I think maybe those are the ones you're talking about, that they're protecting the waters. Because he was dark skinned, and he was talking about the waters, how it's being poisoning from all this chemtrail. And he was saying that there's no good water to drink anymore in the streams. It's getting polluted, and they're he also said that we're not protecting the land, the water, the air at all. And he's right. We're not, as you know, we're not unity. We're not united, really. Any of us. The evil forces do not like it when all the four tribes live in harmony and get along with each other. Trust me. That's very true, probably. No, it's not. Oh, yes, Charmo, it's the clouds moving. Dim suns, oh, turbo suns. Uh, did I miss something about the clouds at PB that Charmo is saying? I'm lost. Turbo suns, regular. I'm I'm lost. What are you guys talking about? Yes, you missed something, Cats. What did I miss? Turbo? I mean, a PB? What did I miss? I don't want to scroll back up because and then I'll mess up. And right now, what was that, Turbo? A PB? What did I miss? Something about the clouds. Nothing special, Cats? Oh, okay. Well, in that link that FPV put, there's a lot of good clouds in there that you can see how they're moving and how they're shaping up. I mean, look into his work, Tomo. You should know that about the clouds. I'm telling you, they do. Sandra does a good job at PV1. I'm just a host sometimes. Sun wasn't moving. It was the clouds. Hmm. Doesn't the clouds move constantly at PV? Different ways, different directions, how they are shaped and form. Clouds do move. Clouds not moving. Sun is actually bright. Isn't the sun is a reflection of something at PV? It's behind clouds. Behind the clouds are refusing to light the clouds in front of them. Sure. Choma, you need to look at FPV's work about the clouds. Because there's a lot of pictures that he's putting out there from different people. I mean, come on. Here you can see how the clouds form. Yeah, the protection protection is behind the clouds. Tom, you should know that. Look into his work. I thought you always did. I mean, he always gets emails or see some clouds and giving the credit to the people that took the pictures of photos. But you should see the one he put out yesterday. The house crazy. Yeah, the one that we saw right at PV on your hangout yesterday. We're talking about a video. Mm, Native. I will have my son show me how to send you those pictures at PV. He is home from his warrior camp. Thank you, Native. That'll be nice. He goes to warrior camp on the summertime or through the whole year. You know what, Native? What I was talking way back a little bit when I was saying how the Hopis, the elderly, was talking about how they took their children and put them in white men school and how they cut their hair. Marlena, she said that too. She's in Canada. She said the same thing what they did, but they fought. They fought for these children because they wanted them. Hey, hey, uh-uh. What'd you do? Oh, I knew it. Sorry, guys. Princess just threw up. Here, let me clean it. Oh, weird. Oh, like I was saying, Marlena said the same thing about her tribe in Canada, but the elderlies and everybody else, because they're very strong, they're united, and she was saying the same thing, but they fought for them, and so they won't teach the white men. They wanted them to teach the culture of their tribe, their ways of their ancestors, which I'm glad that they fought for that, and they're still doing it um, on the reservation instead of the other way of how they wanted them to be taught also in English and their ways, in other words. But I'm glad that they fought back. Schooling they have 3 times a year. Oh, awesome, Native. Yes, they did that to my grandmother too, and was not allowed to speak her own tongue. Yeah, I know that. I know what you're trying to do. I think there's still tribes to forget their language. They're doing it to all of us, basically. Um, English only, in other words, and that's wrong. To me, in my eyes, is wrong. And our ancestors too are like they're trying to defend us as well as we walk in faith and honor our tribe, right? My mother was a AIMS member and had a great debate with Jimmy Carter for all natives. That's awesome. All right. That's good. I'm glad. He wasn't a good president. I think that's the one that they impeach, if I'm correct. I'm trying to think. What did Jimmy Carter say to your grandmother or your mother? What was the debate more about? Native? My other cousin is a great warrior in my tribe. Started the first Native American school where I live. That's awesome. See, things like that, I mean, we should all look into, know about our tribes. Like I said, I have history in my blood, which I'm grateful and blessed for that. But it goes deeper than that, very deep. And I need to find out all about it and why, really, why they left the United States, which my great Nana said the reason why they left is because they didn't want war at that time. What were the basic rights to be a human and their children to be natives? Yeah. Doesn't the reservation still have the schools, right? I mean, I think so, because in Levine, they have natives, but I don't know what kind. I don't know if they're Yaqui. I don't know. I gotta figure that out. And it's not far from me. What was their name? I don't remember. Shoot, all this stuff I remembered. I shouldn't have forgot. I don't know. I don't remember native. What kind of tribe is there in Levine? In Levine is where they have the camp, FEMA camp with all the Chinese people. Trying to figure it out. Cause you have Pima, you have Gala, you have I forgot. Oh well, I'll figure it out and I'll let you know, Native, the day that we're on the panel. What were the basic rights to be human and their children to be natives? I think I think the elderlies of Hopi also said that the Navajo tribe surrounded them on the four corner, and there's more Navajo, I guess, living there. And they were saying that they have destroyed their land because it was the Hopi land. And they're saying that there is so much drugs there and alcoholic. And they're showing, I guess, the part of it. And I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't believe what I saw in Navajo. Yeah. I know no FEMA camps were any people allowed in my books that off red lights. You know, like the Western movies, how they show about the tribe, well, quote the way they put it, Indians. Um, a lot of it's not true what they show you on TV on these movies, which is a bunch of lies. And a lot of us, when we were younger, we were all brainwashed. We didn't know our history. We believed it, right? And now that I know the truth, shoot, we're being lied to left and right about our natives. We keep looking for knowledge and ripping up Mother Earth after the Creator said what's in the Bible. Hmm. That's why Native, the other time we were talking about natives, that's why the Hope is called the Grand Canyon grandmother, which is weird, but that's what they call her, grandmother. There's a reason why they called her the Grand Canyon grandmother. Yeah, Reb, history is one big lie, but us as Native or anyone, we should investigate our ancestors You know, I think if we did, a lot of it should come back to us that they stole. But unfortunately, our government don't want us to know the truth about our natives, American natives. They don't want us to know what belongs to us. All right, that's cool. I'll be getting off in a little bit then. Hmm. About when? Right now? PBA, you going on now? Or in a few minutes or what? Soon. How soon? In 5 minutes? At 4 o'clock then, my time? Okay. We you know what? Put your link here at PB because I don't know what my bot. She's not coming out giving messages. That's weird. Never dwell in the past. Your heart does not live there. Only look forward to the future. Your heart can not live there. When your heart lives for today. I know, Native. One day by day. That's all we can live is by day. Dream clash. History is also about control. True, Rob. History is about control. This is why they lie to us in history. And they don't want to make a new history book to tell us, our children or their children, about what in this world, which in other words, more lies. You guys take care. Lunch out today, and I'm home. Wish you bye bye. Okay, cut. All right. We'll talk to you soon. Okay. Thank you for coming. I guess I'm gonna stop at PB. I hope you put your link out here. He's gonna stream in 5 minutes, so you guys can see what he does, what we do really, and especially at PBM1. And the subject is really awesome. Just check it out, you guys. Doesn't hurt. Many of you that are here go there anyways, but those that haven't been there, just check it out. We're just that's all we want you to do is check it out. And it's up to you. If you have any questions, you can ask FPV. He knows all the answers, I think. But anyways, peace and love. Many blessings to you and your family. Always respect others. Watch out about this, suicide. There's signs out there. That's especially if you're someone's chat, respect has others. Them to respect you. So keep an eye, Native. We need to get together. I don't know. In Discord, you have in my Discord, we could talk about it. I'll get a hold of Empress. You know her. So we'll stay in tune. All right, Native. Like I said, I don't know if you're in Discord or not, um, or in mine, but we'll keep in touch so we can hang out sometime next week. But lots of love, lots of hugs, lots of kiss, because that's how we're supposed to give out, and a lot of peace, blessings, and honor everyone, your parents, your sister, your brother, your friends. Honor them because they're here today and they be gone tomorrow. So you guys stay united, as well. Talk to you soon, you guys. I'll see you at FPVs. Take care. Be blessed. I don't know what else to say. Anyways, I'll, you're welcome, FPV.